Hello, welcome back to Hologram. We're doing Drawing Hub. I'm Oleg. This is Lucas.
Hello.
And
We're sorry if we're late. We were discussing the schematics of the daily lives of fictional robot girls. Don't ask. Go play GFL2.
join our platoon.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There's only 13 slots left.
there's plenty. Anyway, I'm gonna continue supporter rewards. Lucas is gonna continue Henrik's commission.
Yep.
I have been completely and utterly unsuccessful in drawing these past 2 days, so here's hoping.
I have been
recover.
waking up at ungodly hours.
I'm just gonna hope I recover.
Same.
Because I really tried drawing yesterday and I did so badly. I fucking scrapped it, got depressed and went to bed several hours before I would usually do that. And then I just lay there. Shit sucked.
That's probably because I was not around to pester you, so... Like, when you had to redirect all that anger into drawing, it makes things easier. Oh, my meds are kicking in, it seems.
That's nice.
Let's give it a little extra boost with some coffee.
I wish I had meds to fix my problems.
Well, they're magical, but whenever they want to be, that's the issue. Because I might end up fixating on something completely wrong. Or it would be like, I took my meds to do this, but I ended up cleaning the entire house and I finished all the other tasks, but not the one I wanted to focus on. Because that's sometimes what happens.
Yeah.
Coffee. So, which supporter reward are you drawing today?
I have 2 left over for the month of November, and I'll just go into December. After that.
And today
is Lord Frats, and I think it was Devi. Yeah, Lord Frats and Devi. After that, I'll go into December, starting with Brazier. And then Blue Man, Red Burden, Karaken, Plumpy, and so on. There's
Anyone
plenty.
ask for someone I know?
I mean, Brazier asked for Ceres Fauna, the Hololive VTuber that quit.
Pain.
Yume asked for a Vulu. Sure you know that one. Yeah. Gorsky asked for another Doctor Who, the first one this time.
The first one, okay, way back.
Yeah, and most of the others are either OCs or, in Ferraragan's case, it's an auto-playing character, unless he changes his mind again.
New window here. People can see what I'm drawing. And I should probably open OBS in case I need to read chat or just check notification. Okay, what the fuck just happened?
What the fuck?
I have absolutely no clue how to logically explain what just happened.
You can start with words.
I double clicked on OBS Studio, the
Uh-huh.
icon for the application OBS that should open the pathway to OBS and launch the application OBS.
Instead, GFL opened,
No, it instead
and
opened my
it connected to
trash.
you, and it connected to
It
your
opened my
credit card or PayPal, and
no.
then
That's not that.
suddenly a lot of transfers happened, and all of a sudden you have
that
20 macchiatos, and you don't know how that happened, and you blacked
Alec,
out,
you should
and it
explain
didn't.
my
And
future
it,
conversation when the bank account tried to explain that. When I
I
try
don't
to
know.
get my
I don't
money
know what
back.
happened.
You shouldn't release my conversation with the bank account when I do that. When I have to do that. When I'm
I
forced
just
to do that for the
blinked,
sake
and
of
all of my
paying.
money was gone.
Yes, the transfers were done to my gaming account, but I don't know how that happened.
I did nothing wrong, dude.
No, I clicked OVS and it opened my trash bin.
Okay. Maybe you misclicked?
No, they're not even close.
Okay.
That's the thing. Like look at this shit for a second. OBS is at the bottom, like on the right bottom part, where you can
Yeah.
see it next to Google Chrome, and the trash bin is on the top of that, all of that.
Oh, I think I know what happened.
What?
Is there a chance you clicked on the O when you tried to open it?
No,
Okay. Because if
I double click with the mouse.
Okay, good. Because if you any O and P are very close to each other, and your trash bin starts with P.
Yeah.
If it was the keyboard, then yeah, maybe. Anyway, I don't know.
Again, I have no way.
Maybe your computer's trying to tell you something. I don't know.
Stop streaming.
Your aspirations are trash. Remember that Digital Circus episode?
Yeah.
You should keep working. Your aspirations to be a cartoonist and doing a comic are completely unrealistic.
That episode went for everyone's throats.
Yeah. It is what it is. Can't say they're incorrect, honestly.
Well,
they say don't quit your day job for a reason, Lucas.
Well, yes, obviously. The issue is, I would say that the issue is a lot of people think, like, mostly people who are like, oh, I don't know what failed on me, I had a plan, is that they didn't have a plan. Most of these people never had a plan to begin with. And it happens with the fact that they think success will happen immediately. Even when they don't have the talent or the skills or the means to do it.
A lot of it is also
luck,
networking. It is just like any other job. You need a thing to bounce from if you don't want to build up any kind of foundation. Something I touched upon when I was talking to Jacko, and he says, well, you get commissions and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, because I've been doing this for 8 years now. So yeah, during that time you get clients, you get a sort of network going on.
Yeah, people talk about you because clients are like, "Oh,
like
this guy." Yes.
I like it might seem like I'm successful. I'm not. I am not successful. I am barely holding on. I barely have my head like above water. Let's not like mince fucking fantasies here. I am fully aware how fucking dire my situation is.
Yeah, but
Point is that yes, I can make a living
yeah,
more than others, but it is literally the I'm living month to month, dude. I am living paycheck to paycheck, and I could be doing so much more if only people gave me a chance. Everything that fucking asshole says is true. So yeah.
I completely lost my train of thought where I was gonna go.
You're welcome.
It has completely left my mind. Oh well.
Kind of listening into Myths and Blues conversation in music and videos channel. Yeah, they were talking about how fucking useless degrees are. And I didn't chime in because it's a moot point. Saying me like, yeah, I agree because this and that. I don't really have anything to say. I didn't interject, it's just more of the same. But generally, like the stuff they were talking about is like, yeah, you can spend so many years getting into student debt, and then some guy in India is basically gonna get your fucking job anyway.
Yep.
Because most companies outsource, and I think it was because Blue linked like this video. I didn't watch it, but I think basically the guy working there is being made an example of don't be like that person and go like study hard and go to college, basically something the mother said or something. And yeah, they were discussing that. I was like, yeah, that is a completely stupid mindset to have these days.
Yeah, specifically nowadays, because I would believe that college degrees were a big thing, where people would specifically job interviews would actually just look at your studies and be like, you have this and that and this and that, and that would be a key factor. Nowadays, experience is what people look for most, or just saving money.
No, honestly, none of that matters these days. I personally will say it doesn't matter what you have done. It doesn't matter what experience you have. What matters is networking, as it always has. You have to know people, and that's how I got my job back then. In the medical company, I mean, like I knew a person and they recommended me because they knew the project manager, and the project manager basically accepted and gave me a chance, and I talked to the team leader, and I basically got lucky in getting hired because I didn't ask for too much money, essentially. I asked for what looked like the starting salary for my type of work, but it's still a lot.
Mhm.
Because later on, when I was asking similar amounts of money, like I was not really accepted anywhere.
Right.
But generally, it's always who you know. Doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. You could
Well,
have
you
had
can.
you could have had 15 fucking years, gotten 20 fucking degrees. Those degrees are gonna be outdated. You will still need to learn all this new shit. You will still need to learn all this new software. It really doesn't matter. You will have to relearn everything to keep up. So that's why
Well,
I
the
say like
body's not growing new stuff.
what?
Nothing. It's just a stupid joke.
The body is what?
The body's not growing new stuff.
Well, technically, it is if you let yourself go.
Well.
You could learn to grow diabetes.
Speaking of growing things, this is like a completely side thing. Doesn't really connect other than a slight thread, but I find it interesting that our body cannot. There are specific body parts that it cannot replicate. Like if you lose an eye, you're not getting that back.
Mm-hmm.
There are studies that it is possible with like what are these called in English?
Cloning?
Stem cells.
Yes.
With stem cells, it is possible because of the way genome and cell replication happen with those.
Mm-hmm.
But those are studies done with like specifically stem cells grown like outside of body.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have the weird case of your body just deciding to grow a tumor that
Yep.
has teeth and eyes.
Yep.
And I find it really fucking weird and also kind of interesting how your body can actually grow eyes again. It's just that if you lose them by natural means or by any accident or something, your body will not grow them back because it doesn't care. It might just want to grow them back on a tumor.
Yeah. Because the tumor is damaged information. And any normal cell regeneration is based on not damaged information of your body.
Yeah.
Because again,
But
the
technically,
cancer.
it has the capability.
Well, yes, it has the capability when the information is wrong. That's the thing.
So how wrong would it have to be to not be damaging but good enough for replication? Which is interesting to think about.
Well, Lucas, what you're doing to your teeth is essentially a similar logic. You're disturbing your natural DNA sequence to change your body into something you prefer. Think of it that way. Which is why you have to do all that realigning shit that you don't want to do.
Mm.
That is your body correcting itself. But
Yeah.
imagine if you could trick your body, just like a tumor. That would save you a lot of issues, wouldn't it? If you could change your like information on a DNA level.
On a whim.
No, just on a DNA level. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. Yeah.
A mutation, if you will. But that can lead to other problems.
And then everyone starts doing the same, and then they build a house for people who feel threatened by regular humans who start hunting people who have mutations.
I mean, again.
And then you get a bald guy with psychic powers.
Yeah. I mean, people probably. People will probably
This is the kind
debate it till the end of days. But yeah.
This is the kind of shit that pushed me originally for med school.
I see you are too a connoisseur of eugenics, huh, Lucas?
Well. It's a bit of a controversial topic.
That's what I was saying before you were like, yeah, this is what I originally went to med school for. Well, this is what I was getting at. It's a thing people will debate till the end of days, but it is a thing. Eugenics is a thing.
Yeah.
Selective breeding, and people tend to oversimplify it to being, oh well, people are gonna abuse it to create the perfect version of people. Well, yeah, you get aspects you get the aspects you want. Isn't that what we're constantly doing anyway?
When people select like even when you do it in dating, it's you're basically selecting your partner, which things you'll want for your children.
Yeah. And again,
as much as people don't want to admit that.
And again,
it is
like
a thing.
It is also like a thing of like, oh, people will choose this and that is racist. And I'm like, race is a completely socially constructed thing. Technically, it really doesn't matter. Like, your skin tones and shit doesn't really fucking matter in the grand scheme of things.
No.
It is like literally a few things that are different in your body that makes it look like that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what kind of race you are, people can still intermix and produce like, you can literally outbreed certain genes just in natural ways. It really doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So you can do it naturally over the course of generations, or you can do it.
The issue of people just thinking that eugenics bad is just, as you said, a social construct, but also from the fact that people, well, you also mentioned that people just don't see the grand scheme of things and think many years ago where royalty was breeding with each other because they thought that was the purest blood. Then you had crippled offspring, because that's bound to happen when you don't intermix the genetic pool.
Yeah.
Specifically when there are known afflictions that are congenital. Like for like the big issue, for example, for men is that we only have one X chromosome. So since women have two, if they have one damaged, for the most part, most afflictions will need for all your X chromosomes to be affected. So they will have one healthy, and the other one will be afflicted, and then they carry the affliction, but they don't present symptoms. It doesn't affect their daily life. But since men have one, and that gets transmitted by inherited to you from your mother, you only have one X chromosome, which is now afflicted. Boom! You're now a man with a congenital affliction that your mother didn't know she had.
Yep.
Now imagine that in a family where all of them have it and they're just having kids with each other. You cannot get it out of the system. You cannot flush it out.
Yeah, there's also the thing where you mentioned that it carries over. Like, I still remember when I was playing Mass Effect, and you get one eugenics, like it's a quick side mission where you meet a couple that is arguing about basically in that game eugenics is kind of already a thing. It is widely implemented.
Yeah.
And you can basically take her I forget whose side is whose, but one of them is arguing that they should go the religious route and not interfere with the child's like
Growth,
growth, yeah, because
development.
it's not born yet. They basically
Right.
have to go in and do this procedure before the child is born. And you can go in and just kind of you listen to both of them, to both sides, and you decide which one
You
you
listen.
side with. And they both present good arguments because one of them says that it is a thing that has been running in their family, like a sickness,
Hmm.
and like they don't want the child to get it.
Yeah.
But the other one is apprehensive about it because they don't want to genetically interfere in their child's development.
Hmm.
And like, yeah, I completely understand that, but in my case, I decided to go with the thing because, well, I personally believe if you have the chance to not be born susceptible to for something like diabetes or cancer, like lower your chances of getting cancer because it's been running in the family,
Hmm.
I would take it. Like if I
Right.
if I knew my child is like susceptible to getting it because it's been running in the family, yes, yes, I will agree to that. Like I wouldn't want to like let's say both my grandfather and great grandfather died of like a specific type of cancer. Usually they
Yeah.
say cancer like skips a generation. So in that case, I'm susceptible to that fucking cancer. I personally would
Hmm.
like to be like as least likely to get it as possible. However, I don't really have a choice, do I? Like I
No.
just have to live with it. But if I have a choice to prevent my kid from getting the same thing, yes, I'll fucking take it.
You, you will take
I
a
would
chance.
I would like to eliminate it from my gene pool.
Well, yes. But it is funny because if you think about it, we have a discussion of eugenics where you can actually do that thing before, but like it's not before it's born, but it's after it's born, and it's also still a debatable thing where people just keep debating. Vaccines. Vaccines are just messing I say, but more like training your immune system by injected modified viruses. But you're actively interfering with its own natural development because you're training it outside of the way it would train itself, which is catching it
Well, no, Lucas,
naturally.
you are catching it. That's the thing.
Yeah, no, I mean naturally, like
Yeah.
in the wild, not specifically getting it injected, because again, it's a modified version with its offensive capabilities disabled for the most part.
no. It's not just that you're getting the virus. You're also getting the antibodies. That's the thing. So you're getting the
Yeah,
virus injected into you, and you're getting the antibodies introduced to fight the virus. So you will like I still remember when I got my like fucking hepatitis B shot.
yeah,
I was down for several weeks. I almost fucking died.
yeah.
But like if I didn't have those antibodies, I would probably have died.
And if you didn't take that vaccine, you might end up with hepatitis.
Yeah.
Later in your life.
Yeah. Same with like chickenpox. Like people, I've had teachers who got chickenpox later in life, and they almost fucking died.
Yeah. So again, it is like a really like it is a bit of a stretch, but you can argue that vaccines are kind of like eugenics.
Well, yeah.
So again, it is a thing that people didn't believe in. Eventually, it got normalized. You still have people who don't believe in, but at the same time, you can also put the same argument. It's best for the generations to come. You will prevent a lot of suffering for them.
Maybe I should call this episode the eugenics episode. The episode where all again Lucas discuss the positives of eugenics.
You know what also is a great example of this?
Mm-hmm.
that Ghost in the Shell episode,
Yeah.
where the guy could have get a cyberized body and not died from his affliction. But the parents didn't want that, so he ended up dying regardless.
Yep. And his friend had the exact same fucking issue, but he went through it anyway.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think that's dumb because the guy was an adult, and it didn't it really doesn't matter what your parents think at that point.
At that point, no.
Yeah, he had fucking choice to disregard their wishes and do it anyway. He was not a fucking teenager. Like when he
The
was
question is, it wasn't too late, right? He was still in time to do it, even if he was an adult.
like that's the thing that I was gonna say right now. I just don't know if he had to do that early in life or not. Because if
Right,
that's
my guess is that he did.
yeah, because that is the only way it would make sense.
Nah. Little side note, I just need information on this. The right arm of Midori. The way the plates are placed, the metallic plates, is it the same way as a human arm, right? Like an anatomy human arm muscles?
You can check my my sketches of her. Usually, yeah, I try to follow human anatomy, but it tends to differ.
Okay.
You kind of have to think of her arm as shape-shifting. It takes form as she can comprehend it.
Okay.
So, honestly, sometimes she can shapeshift that arm to look like a fucking sword and stuff.
Yeah, that I've seen before.
But some
your drawing or Henrik's?
Yeah, the thing is, like, she's based on an idea on a game idea Henrik had, where she kind of gets powers, kind of like Mega Man.exe, where she might absorb information from that enemy that she's fighting, and it remembers like that enemy's powers for a limited amount of time. So she kind of absorbs a blueprint of that thing.
Oh, okay.
To answer your question, you can technically do whatever.
Okay. I should probably give her a mullet then to beat Sander up.
It is up to you. It is completely up to you how you do it.
Okay.
There is no real right way to do it. I make shit up as I go constantly when drawing her.
Like a true content creator.
Yeah. Well, so does Henrik. That's the thing.
Again, like a true content creator. Well, I will try to follow some rules to this.
Speaking of rules, it slightly annoys me how much Van Ripper doesn't follow his own fucking rules when drawing characters.
Okay. What has he been doing?
It's not things that he has been doing, it's the things that he has not been doing and it's following his own
Yes.
fucking designs. There's no consistency a lot of times. Like, you can look at a character's hairstyle in one picture, and it's completely, and there's completely different things in another picture. And
Right.
like, look at Yaga's design in one picture in the thing is like
the art book.
not the art book, specifically the cutscenes, the little avatars, whatever. And generally, yeah, she looks. If you don't observe it too closely, you'll notice that she looks recognizable. She looks the same. But if you look closely at the details, specifically at the details, you will notice some hair strands are different. Some parts, like some hair splits are different. Some of this shit is different. In some specific sprites, her hair splits out differently. Shit like that.
I am seeing that.
Yeah, and it is the same, and it's not that he just started doing that. He has done it many times before.
Always.
Yeah, he has done it many times before. In Helltaker, in the previous, I forget his previous work with the cat thief.
Yeah, the animations.
Yeah, like he has done it many times. It's just part of his art style.
Yeah.
So when you have an asshole like me who is a fucking leech of his work, like I have to follow.
Deconstruct.
Yeah, I have to deconstruct a lot of shit to follow it, and it will never be 100%. Ever.
Because he doesn't have it 100%.
Yeah, because he never has it 100%. So it's the same problem as when Henrik tried to help me. My shit is way too clean in comparison. Because I am copying an art style.
Right.
And it is way too clean of a copy to properly relay everything.
Fair enough. Well, again, it would be hypocritical of me to complain about something like that when even my stuff doesn't look the same on two different drawings. Because even I myself don't follow my own rules. Like, if you remember, I've gone on many rants, like, saying that my current way of doing things is better because I now know how things work. Like how anatomy structure goes with one thing, with this other thing, and then you will grab one of my drawings, and I am not following those anatomy rules I so much talk about, but I will follow them on a different drawing. So then, at the end of the day, which is it?
I mean, again, the anatomy rules can be different.
Yeah.
That should happen. It's character design differences. So when you keep changing stuff, your character designs go in very different directions.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not always bad, because you might like that change and adapt it to future
You might end
things.
up with better results.
Yeah, you might change it in the future. Whole stuff, like I did with the grunt quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, other people might not notice it, but since I'm drawing it, I'm noticing the most. And some things just work better in the end, in my opinion, and I keep them. Same thing with the Maniac, which has not been introduced back into the story. So technically it doesn't apply, but it applies to me because I've been drawing her in art and shit. But
yeah,
in terms of Ace, in terms of the grunt, in terms of how I do the comic pages themselves, shit changes. Well, natural. The problem is, like, whenever you see Helltaker stuff or Avaria stuff or any of his art, you could see that progression, and since he draws them in the same time frame, or no, since you don't see him draw them, it feels like he drew them in the same time frame, and it feels inconsistent. Well, the truth might be that he drew this one in March, that he drew this one in April, he drew this one in September, and his art style...
Right, with months in between.
Yeah, and his art style has changed in between sprites, or his preferences for this character have changed. Like, I might be wrong,
right?
Because he might have also gone through different variations of the same things. Like, you saw the art book, like when he drew the gameplay portion of the art book. Like, and that thing where it's like 2022, 2023, 2024, and they all look very different from each other.
Major changes.
Yeah. Like, he probably has gone through many like avatars and whatever else. Yeah. Many different cutscenes, and maybe he restarted them several times. And we don't know. There's probably a lot of shit he does not release. I'm almost certain of it, because that's just how the game development is. There's just a lot of shit you don't release. Because, well, as much as people would like to see it, they don't really...
doesn't feel it's necessary.
Yeah, they don't really need to. That's the thing. Like, oh, you could see it, but you don't really need to. You don't really need to see all the failed sketches, failed sprites. Like, yeah, it's nice to see that stuff. It would be really cool to see it. But you don't need to see it. And you'll never know how that stuff went. Unless you know the guy personally.
Exactly. There are many intricacies to all this shit.
Yeah, because of that, a lot of his shit feels very, very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Whenever you're trying to copy it and profit off of it like a bastard.
You
hear that, Wen Ripper? I am self-aware. And it is killing me on the inside.
you say that as if he would just chew you out.
I don't think he cares.
No, if anything, like if like, obviously this is just me, like hypothesizing, but if anything, it takes weight off his back that he doesn't have to do commissions to please people who want the style.
Yeah, that is how I cope as well.
Because it is a thing. Because if I was a popular artist that made something and people want commissions of my style and I just don't want to fucking do them, like, I would feel bad about people just being like, oh, they want my stuff, but they can't have my stuff, you know?
Yeah, but I don't know how he feels of me profiting from it. That's the thing.
Well, you're not gonna do it for free, are you?
Oh, that's the thing. He does shit for free, and he's not profiting of what he started, so I'm not saying he's like that. I am saying a lot of people are like that, where they feel entitled to their own IP. And he's been fairly supportive of people doing this shit, but I don't know how he really feels about it.
I mean, he supports someone making a fighting game of his IP. I don't think he cares.
Yeah.
And he's been very supportive of that.
Yeah.
So again, I doubt, I highly doubt, and I would put my money on it that he doesn't really
I wouldn't put my money
care
on
in
anything.
any kind of negative way of you doing commissions and making money out of it.
I wouldn't put my money on anything if I were you.
Well, I don't have any money to put into it, so you know.
Just saying. Well, don't say it then. I know it's an expression, but don't say that. I would bet my entire house and family on. it's the same mindset, you know.
Yeah. But again, my driving point was just I don't really think he gives a shit about it. You have to put it some way.
I mean, he does give a shit, I'll tell you that much. Otherwise, he wouldn't do that FAQ. If you've read it.
In the sense of it's people doing things with his IP, like.
Yes, exactly. There is an FAQ. It's expanded over time. It has expanded over time, and he has included sections over like profiting off of it. It does cover that shit. He basically tells you to not attribute it to like official names and stuff.
Right.
So for example, if you're making a fighting game, like you said, there's a reason why it's not called Helltaker the fighting game.
Yeah.
Why it's called Hell Versus. And
that's why
I kind of wish
Helltaker style commissions.
I kind of wish the guy I helped do the mod went with the original name instead of what he went with eventually.
What was the name he went for?
He went with Abyss Taker, which is an achievement in the original game.
Right.
When you go and do the secret ending. His original name was Abyss Breaker. And it works a little bit better.
Cooler.
It works a little bit better in context of what happens in the game. You're breaking out of the abyss. So I'm not sure why he fucking changed it. Because that's the name of the design document he sent me. He actually, I think he even had the logo design completed. And then he just changed it. And again, I'm not sure why.
God knows at this point.
A shame. Also a shame he didn't implement some of the stuff I suggested, but I am not the main guy, so I'm not.
You're just his top guy.
Yeah, I was just the art guy.
You're his top guy. What are you gonna do?
He kind of got lazy in some
aspects.
Yeah. And I'm not saying like in terms of programming. I'm saying in terms of text. There are some text things that don't read as well as they could have, and he didn't really. He just decided not to change them.
Okay.
Even though I pointed it out and he just kind of ignored it. Well, fair enough, I guess. Every fucking playthrough I watched of people that played the game, everybody calls those things out. Everybody called those things out. And I was like, well, that was preventable. That was completely preventable.
Those thing you could have done. Those a thing you could have fixed.
It is what it is.
Wow, okay. Someone played it recently. Like over a year ago.
Played what?
And it has 1.1 million views.
Played what?
Abyss Taker.
No. I mean, isn't that the time we released it?
Was it?
I don't think it came out that long ago, Lucas.
I thought it was at least 2 years.
No, it wasn't that long. I can check when it was. Let me see.
No need to bother.
Well, I wouldn't have that spreadsheet for no reason. So.
What?
No, Nano just tagged me in a response. Okay, when did you say it was? Tell me the date. It should say the date.
31st of December 2022.
2022?
Yep.
I think that's the time we released it.
I don't
Let's
remember
see, 2022.
one video having this many views.
Indie game tryout. Yeah. We played it on the 22nd of December 2022. When is yours?
31st.
Well, there you go. It's around the time it got released.
Okay. But again, I don't remember a video of these being that popular. I'm guessing it got...
Well, it's just the person, that's probably it.
got really popular really recently.
Probably because of the person. I'm calling this episode Eugenics time.
You're changing it now?
No, I just changed it in my sheet. I'll rename it later
Alrighty.
when I post it on YouTube. What are you looking at?
I'm just baffled at the comments, even though I shouldn't be.
What are they saying?
You get one comment that says, "Is this fan or original?" Like from the creator.
Mm-hmm.
The person, the original creator replies, "It's a mod." Then the comment under it is, "This is a sequel?" "No, it's a mod." Then third comment in the row, "Is this fan or is this real?" "Fan made." And then you have like 20 comments that just ask the same question.
Yep.
Because people can't read.
It's not that they can't read, they refuse to. Easier to type out the question than to read.
I feel like it's the opposite, if you ask me. But again, that's the part of the answer I just gave you. To me.
I kind of told Reese the other day, but I get the same thing with people like asking me about commissions.
Uh-huh.
It's the same thing. This is why I say it. They fucking refuse to read, because like my Twitter name right now is Syndros Commissions Open, with with bright green circles around commissions open.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I get a DM. Hey, are your commissions open? I don't know, bro. What's my name? But I can't say that because then I am the asshole that is root.
Replying like that, and then you lost the commission.
So then, fair enough. They're like, I would like a Helltaker style commission. How much would it cost to draw a character like this? But like, not bust up, but like lower, like without the lower half of the body.
Yeah, sprite that much.
Well, maybe less than the sprite, because the sprite includes the hips. It's like less than that. And I'm like,
Okay.
well, I don't know. My commissions are half hourly or just hourly. I can't really like. It would depend on the character complexity. They link me a picture of their character and question mark, and I'm like, I sit there, just think about it. Like, should I? Okay. I say, well, might take anything from 2 to 3 hours in your case. Seems to be simple enough.
Bless you.
Thank you. Like, it seems simple enough. Might take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. And I say, well, I can give you a link to my YouTube. You can check how much it takes, how much time it takes there, usually, for stuff like this.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it will cost something along these line, like this amount. I'm like, I guess.
Wow, you can math.
No thanks. I'm just thinking, okay, Merry Christmas, I guess.
What? Merry Christmas. How about you go hang yourself?
It's not even hang yourself. It's just fucking. I lay out all this information for ease of access. It is pinned to my fucking profile, like my commission sheet. If you can't see the pin, it is also listed in my bio. But if they can't see my fucking name and they have to ask, are your commissions open? They're not looking at my bio, they're not looking at my pins. I just have to deal with that. That's just how some people are. Exactly. I can be mad about it, but
it's not gonna change anything.
Yeah, just people are lazy. They're not gonna look at it. And again, that's what I mean. They refuse to fucking read, Lucas. They refuse to fucking read. Because it's easier to just ask the question. And again, me complaining about this, it sounds like I'm on my high horse complaining about shit. It's like, I'm complaining because I literally take the extra effort to make this shit easily accessible. And people don't fucking use it. Of course I'm gonna be fucking upset about it. It's the same as, like, you, let's say you own a shop. And on, like, outside, it says, we sell flowers here, and you list all the flowers that you're selling. You say your opening times, you do all that shit, and the customer almost breaks your door down. And you're like, what are you doing? Why are you breaking my door? Well, I keep pushing it and it won't fucking open. Well, the sign outside says, pull to open.
Yeah.
So you could have said all that fucking stuff that I mentioned just now. But they can't even fucking read the sign that says pull. That's the amount of laziness you deal with. Like, you can list everything. And then they can come in and they don't even know why they came in because they don't even know it's a flower shop. So I'm not upset at the
people that are out. No, sorry, keep going.
Go on. Doesn't matter.
No, I was just gonna say that it's like the people who are like, I'm gonna use pesos for this, but the people are like, oh, give me 2,000 pesos of bread. Okay, they fill you the bag. So how much is it? And then you're like, bro.
2,500. For the question specifically.
But I asked for 2,000. Then it's 2,000 there.
Then why did you ask? Yeah.
Like, what is your damage, child? I swear, some people are like that. A lot of people are like, I'm not gonna go on this rant. I'll just spare you the pain of going on this rant.
Yeah.
People don't read. People don't give a shit. It's not their time they're wasting, so they don't give a shit.
Thank you for following. You came at the wrong time.
Thank you for following. I thought that was you, Alec.
No.
Is the stream alright, by the way?
Seems to be. I don't know.
Because I moved my tablet a little bit and then it plugged itself. So that's nice.
Seems to be fine.
Okay. So I don't think it's gonna take, like, it will still grab PSP, but you know, it might just readjust itself. Hello!
Seems to be the same. Hello.
Death is artly. They're sending some emo. And they say hi. Hello.
Hello. We're complaining about irrelevant things.
Yeah, that's usual with you around here. They say call me artly.
Hello, Hartley.
Hello. Do you have any more of the Awaria commissions, by the way?
What?
Do you have any more Awaria commissions?
I have Yaga that I have to fucking do, but I've been so unsuccessful in doing sprites that I think I said earlier that
That you went to bed.
well I
After
trying,
I mean,
I scrapped it and I fucking went to bed because I got depressed. Yeah, shit sucked. I still need to do it. I didn't completely delete it. I just hit it.
Yeah.
But it was at the point where I was like even thinking maybe I shouldn't even charge for this fucking attempt. It sucked so bad. Though while I was wallowing in my own fucking misery in bed, I did think of ways to salvage it, so I might salvage it.
Nice.
Technically not completely wasted, but it is very close to being wasted.
Well, if you can salvage it, then it's not wasted.
Well, the thing is, if I decide to salvage it, I'll have to rearrange a lot of anatomy.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll have to completely scrap it and redo it from completely different pose. That's the
Right.
problem.
Hey, it might still just be salvageable.
Maybe. Would be nice, because then I can just not delete that 40 minutes of footage.
Nah. Speaking of charging per hour, I am glad I'm not charging per hour.
But
Because
Lucas,
I would
think
feel
of it.
terrible.
Think of it this way: you could afford free whizzes for all the time you take.
For all the time I'm taking, yes, exactly, and I would feel terrible.
Yeah.
Because there is no justification. There's no way to justify how much I take. I am just low.
Well, there's a reason why I charge per hour.
Hmm.
Because at some point it did feel like I'm not getting enough for the time I wasted.
Yeah. But you're specifically like cost efficient. It is time you're actually like advancing. In that matter, I will just be stuck on something that I don't know how to fix for probably an hour.
Well, I have those moments as well. Usually they're color correction. if you actually watch my videos, you'll see I'm spending a lot of time just color correcting, like going from one color to another and just skipping between layers and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is a thing.
But yeah, how are you doing, Ardley? Did you find us from following Sin
You
or following from? Huh?
probably just look for Twitch. Usually people find us through just seeing who's live on Twitch.
Twitch search.
Yeah, I had to guess.
It might be also from our face connect artwork that we usually do.
Do we though?
I mean, NASA did retweet and liked my drawing, so let me feel validated for a few seconds.
I think I'm done with this one. Just the name.
Nice. Let me check. Let's see. Oh, amazing. I like the expression on this one. Also the
Melancholy.
amount of detail on the horn.
Yeah, her horn's like crystallized.
It kind of reminds me of, if you remember, Contender's skin from GFL 1. The dragon one. Well, dragon. The name of the skin was Dragon.
I don't remember.
Yeah, the skin name was called Dragon's Son. What's this one? Where she has a crystal arm. And a crystal knife.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna be right back for a sec.
No worries. And that's the one done.
There we go.
Ready?
Yeah, I'll just continue.
You should really focus on drawing Sander first.
Mm-hmm.
You are focusing way too much on the details when you don't have the full picture drawn.
Yeah.
You
That's
will
usually
you
what
will regret this. Stop now.
keeps me-
Draw the rest of Sander.
I'm going. So what you're doing now?
Last one for the month. Lydia. And I got a response from the previous one saying he wants the same character for next
Okay.
month. Well, for this month.
Again.
Once more.
Another one.
A novel. I'll restart. Restarting.
Again.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad they included Sharkry in the new event.
Yeah, gives her a little bit more character.
Again, it's nice to have the new characters being explored instead of just being units, you know?
Yeah.
Like Vepley is part of the main story, and I think she and Sharkly are in the same, from the same kind of group.
Yeah.
Judging by some tweets I saw.
Not specifically group, but they both want to be idols.
There's that. There's plenty of those doing the same shit from the first game, if you remember.
Yeah, and apparently, did you see that tweet where someone's like, they post a screenshot of Sharkly and say like, why does she bully Bepley so much? I fucking hate her.
To be fair, I like Sharkly more than Wepley. Wepley seems to be a little bit stupider than Sharkly, and that says a lot.
I like how stupid Bepley is, if I'm being honest.
That's fine. I'm just saying, I prefer Sharkly because she seems a little less stupid.
Yeah,
it's the same reason. I think it also explains my preference in VTubers as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because Wepley seems to be the fucking performing.
Say so.
Not even
Idol
say so.
VTuber.
Yeah, just performing VTuber or idol, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
While Sharkly seems to be more of the planning one.
Yeah.
So she seems a little bit more real than Wepley. I don't know. I
get you.
I prefer to be. I would not honestly prefer any of them. If it came to like
Having to choose
to listen to any of them, but in terms of just between them, I prefer Sharkly.
Yeah.
She has a little bit more
Personality.
Yeah. Where in Wepley's case, it's like, how do I make everybody happy while listening to my voice?
Exactly, but she can't fucking sing.
Yeah.
That's what makes it funny, because fucking leaves to fucking sing, and that's the one thing she can do. It's ironic.
I don't know.
No, if I had to choose one from the current ones, like all the new ones, I prefer Nemesis. I really like Nemesis, and also I really like the way people incarnate her. Say like just really poetic shit, and then just being like, I'll fucking stab your face, Kralik. Again, I keep bringing up the stupid image that says like 1v1 me,
Yeah,
Kralik, I'll beat your ass.
Yeah, 1-1 me.
But it is my favorite image of Nemesis so far. 1v1 me, Kralik, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
Back into the DeviantArt mines I go. Need more reference. Kinda surprised this event didn't have a part 2. So it's hard, it's the main story, then you get hard version, then you get challenge,
Mhm.
and that's it. Also, hard version is not even called hard, it's called supply, this one.
Yeah, because technically that is what it is.
Nah.
You're just getting supply runs every day.
I hate being like those people, but I wonder which new doll will have, just so I know if I should start saving up or getting the gun.
Just assume you will always want it all.
Man.
For all you know, it might be UMP9. Who knows?
Yeah. If it's Len, I'm definitely pulling. Also, did you see that Tololo went back to F ranking in CN?
F ranking?
S.
Oh,
ranking.
S ranking. No, I did not.
Yeah. She was. We have her at an S at the moment in global. Then in CN, she went all the way down to B.
Mm-hmm.
But with the release of Springfield, she went back to S ranking.
Okay, I guess. Because there's new combinations for him.
Yep. So that's gonna be interesting. And MP5 is now in the game.
They call her Perry.
Petty.
Perry the Platypus. And I am almost fucking certain Thompson's dead. Because of how she looks. So rip for any commanders that like Thompson. Because those are her glasses.
Yeah. Yeah. It's better not to think about it. I really like Thompson in the first one.
Well, I might be wrong. Who knows? Maybe she just joined her most trusted action, and that's just how she looks now. But no. I kind of believe that.
She won the Frankfurt Award, Alec. We all know that.
Yeah.
She got the Frankfurt Award. What did she win? Death.
The Tachikoma dream.
Yeah. Which they're about to experience where we are in the story.
No.
You say no, but we all know it's the case.
Spoilers, Lucas,
Well,
but no.
Except the people that already watched it, like you.
Exactly. So, spoilers, but no. They are not going to experience that.
Is it gonna be worse?
Is it? Look forward to seeing it.
I mean,
it's not gonna be death. I'll tell you that much.
oh well, guess I'll have to see it myself.
Yeah. You can kind of link it to our previous conversation of what happens to military tech when when it goes mainstream. What happens, Lucas?
You tell me, Alec.
Hmm?
You tell me.
No, I did tell you. What happens when military tech goes mainstream?
It gets reset.
No, it gets adapted to you to be used by the public, Lucas. You're not listening.
Oh, that
Yeah.
specifically. I thought when you said previous, I thought it was previous conversation, like recently, not all the way back to that specifically.
That is what I was referencing.
Alrighty.
They'll become public service instead of military service. So I at some point even kind of spoiled it because I showed you there's one Tachikoma that has like construction colors and shit, if you remember.
Saying I remember would be lying, so
Okay. Well, basically there's one that has like yellow stripes and shit, you know, those danger stripes.
uh-huh.
That one's
Fair
kind of
enough.
like my favorite, one of my favorite color schemes for him.
So do we get the Fuchikomas now?
No, you'll never get the Fujikomas.
Well, that sucks.
I mean, they'll get them, but we're not gonna see them. Well, we're not gonna see them because they introduced the Fujikomas, I think, at the end of the second season,
Mm-hmm.
and that's about it.
Okay.
And the second season is last season.
Right.
Second gig. It's called Ghost in Shell Standalone Complex second gig.
Right.
And after that, it's the movie. And I don't think the movie has them for whatever reason, or if they're there, I don't remember them talking. I only watched the movie once.
Right.
And even then, I think the movie was... Actually, I think they were there. I think.
Right.
But
Well, I guess we'll have to see then.
Yeah, the movie is more like a chase after the Major, I think. Because that's the point where she defects and becomes
Solo. Rogue.
Yeah, she's solo, but obviously she has all the government tech still in her, so she's
And information.
She is a criminal at that point, wanted by the government, and all her allies are kind of...
Technically enemies.
Yeah, technically all of them are enemies, and Togusa starts going through more cyberization at that point, just to be able to keep up with everyone. Because he takes over he becomes the new leader. Yeah. He becomes the new leader of Section 9. Instead of Major.
Yeah.
And I think, I think I told you there's a manga, like a sequel manga, which continues on.
Yeah.
Where he and Bato, it kind of has him and Bato on the cover, but he looks pretty different in that one.
He looks very different.
I'm not sure how to feel about it. But then again, it's a different offer. Well, it's different offers. One of them is drawing, the other one's writing. Oh, that's usually just what happens. That's just what happens when that happens. Because I'm pretty sure the original offer does not want to have anything to do with his old works. It happened to Evangelion, it happened to Ghost in the Shell.
Imagine being a mangaka that makes a hit not only once but twice, and you hate both.
What do you mean twice? He made many hits. That's the thing. He has made many hits, but he's kind of like reclusive and doesn't like doing interviews or like doing anything because Appleseed. Let me check.
Like mainstream.
Hiro Masamune. Surprised I remember some names. I'm really bad with names. Yeah, let's see. Because I know, yeah, he made Appleseed, which took off really well. Ghost in the Shell, obviously.
Evangelion,
yeah. Now, let's see. Dominion, that one was... I remember that one as well.
I don't know that one.
Oh, hey, you worked on one of the Fire Emblem ones. Shadow Dragon.
What?
You worked on Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon.
Fire Emblem.
Let's see. Well, those three seem to stand out to me. I'm sure there's other ones that other people remember more. Ghost Burn. And he did like a lot of minor works, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, if I saw them, I probably would recognize them, but not as much as these ones. But yeah, I would say. Wait, was he Evangelion? I think he was. Now I'm feeling like I'm spreading misinformation. What he was?
Evangelion has a different name.
Guess I'm misremembering.
Evangelion says Yoshiyuki Sadamoto and Hideaki Anno.
Yeah. Hideaki Anno. That's the author of Evangelion. Okay, I was misremembering. Sorry.
It happens. Well, that makes it a little more understanding that he might just hate one of his works. Shido, I mean.
Because with Evangelion, the thing with that one is that I think I told you that it was supposed to be a parody of all these
Mecha
anime, and it was supposed to show the horrors, and it just grew into what it was parodying instead.
It became what it swore to destroy.
Yeah, basically. Well, it became what it made fun of.
Exactly.
Unfortunate.
Well, that happens. I think I told you, but I'm pretty sure I told the story on here, but apparently, again, not investigated whatsoever, so I might be wrong, but apparently, according to some people, the creator of Monopoly made it as against capitalism, and like it was meant to be explain and show the dangers of capitalism within the game, and someone stole his idea, patented it, and it became what it swore to destroy. A game about capitalism.
I really hate Monopoly. I hate playing Monopoly so much. I don't understand how people like it.
I am really good at Monopoly.
I really fucking hate that game. It's not that I'm bad at it. I just, at some point, I lose all fucking interest in playing it. And it becomes a fucking chore to sit there and listen to everybody bickering about the rates and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I can survive the start of the thing where people are still buying up all the territories and shit.
Nah.
But once the main gameplay kicks in, I completely lose fucking interest in playing it. Like, I don't give a shit at that point.
Yeah. Well, I mainly enjoy buying the expensive things and then people just being like, no!
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I know, but at the same time, like I just feel so fucking bored every time I've had to fucking suffer through it. Because I have owned Monopoly. I had I had the original and I had the Pokemon version back in the day.
There was a Pokemon version?
Yeah, what version wasn't there, Lucas?
I don't know. I don't follow this shit.
Somebody made a fucking Face Connect version of Monopoly, if you don't remember.
What? No,
you didn't see that? Yes, somebody.
No.
One of the fans made like a Pippa designed a Monopoly game at some point, but she didn't have the art skills, and somebody in her fucking community went and made all the fucking art.
Faceopoly. Okay.
And it actually looks good. That's the worst part.
Right.
Like I forget who it was. It was one of the people I follow, but
This was on the replies. Not replies, but related images to the Monopoly, so I have no fucking clue why. Oh, same person that posted that image. Okay, that explains a lot.
it's like, oh, they made a Pokemon Monopoly. Look, there's probably a fucking Sims Monopoly. There's probably, like, think of a franchise that shouldn't have a Monopoly version. It probably has a Monopoly version. It's a little bit similar to fucking Sonic OCs.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Holy shit! What? Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm scrolling like crazy, and I'm not still even to the T.
Yeah, there's so many fucking Monopoly versions. Like it's one of those things like, oh, yeah, there can't be a fucking Monopoly version. Oh, let me look it up. Oh, I guess there is. It's like fucking Rule 34. If you think of it, it exists.
There are 2 Batman versions.
Yes.
Okay, if this exists, I don't know how to feel about this.
What, are you gonna look up fucking Fire Emblem?
No. Okay, it doesn't exist. No, I was looking if there was an Evangelion one. Which wouldn't be surprising, there are PC parts that are Evangelion.
Yeah. I mean, there's Gundam parts. You remember?
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's no Fire Emblem.
That is unfortunate.
Nah.
And not in the most sarcastic way possible. That is unfortunate.
I'm just glad I don't have to shell like what, $80 on a piece of cardboard that has Lucina on it.
Yeah.
Because I will do it, but thankfully I don't have to. There's a Skyrim version.
Yes. Again, shit you don't expect. I think
Mario.
I think there's a Doom version. If I forget.
Doesn't seem like it.
There was something I saw recently.
There's a Dragon Ball Z and a Dragon Ball Super Edition.
Of course.
Fantastic Four, FIFA. Garfield.
Yep.
There's obviously the 80 million versions of different states. There was the Argentinian version. I remember. I actually own the one that is like, it's not called Monopoly, but it's something different. But it's the Argentinian version basically. There's an Overwatch Collector's Edition.
Yeah. But again,
there are
like
3
it's...
Pokemon ones.
Yeah, but again, it's like one of those things. Well, I think the very, very first.
Pokemon Kanto?
Probably. I don't know. It was just called Pokemon Monopoly. That's it.
Okay, because there's Pokemon Kanto Edition, Pokemon Johto Edition, and Pokemon Collector's Edition.
Probably Pokemon Collector's Edition or something. I don't know.
First published in 1999, so it's probably that one.
Yeah. Because again, I had the first one.
Yeah.
And I didn't even like Monopoly.
Though. There are Shrek Monopoly.
Of course there is.
Sonic the Hedgehog Monopoly. South Park Monopoly. Okay, this thing is its own rabbit hole. I'm not gonna keep digging.
I'm just surprised you never heard of that.
No.
Like it's one of those things that's just a meme. It's like, oh, if it exists, there's a fucking Monopoly version of it.
Like, I'm aware, like, about games. It's the Uno meme. Like, you have Uno. It came with your fucking Xbox. I have the oldest Xbox known to man.
I mean, that's fairly recent in terms of memes, but this is kind of like an older type of meme, I guess. Whereas if it exists, it's probably got fucking Monopoly version. Because people are so used to going to places like HMV and shit and seeing like, it's a collector's edition of Nightmare Before Christmas Monopoly or something. I don't know if that exists, but basically it's just one of those things that you might find in like places like HMV or GameStop, you know.
Yeah.
So people started like memeing like, oh yeah, you have it.
There are three versions of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Well, there you go. My joke works, I guess. I suppose I'm not full of shit.
Jesus fucking Christ, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Marvel Monopoly versions.
Yep.
12.
Yep.
My god.
I remember having...
What are we gonna do?
Not a board game from Marvel, but I remember having some kind of book which was full of kind of like board games, and it had this electronic die built into it, where you click on it, it just kind of spins in a circle.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the battery died out eventually because I kept abusing it, but it was fun while it lasted. But it had many board games in it, themed around Marvel properties. And it had Spider-Man on the cover. Good times.
That's probably that would probably be my reason to get one of those when I was a kid. That would have been. It has Spider-Man on it.
Yeah.
I'm glad I scrapped the previous version I did of the face.
Did you draw the entire body?
No.
Well, do that.
Things
Draw
I
the pose
mostly have
first,
to-
Lucas, then figure out the face and everything.
It's mostly like target close for the body.
Yeah, but you need to figure out the entire pose. Otherwise, you're adding detail to stuff you might change later. So effectively, you're doubling your work time. You know, the thing you're complaining about.
No, I just keep saying I'm slow. Usually I leave things. I hate when I can't sleep properly. Being a person that manages to sleep properly every single night means that when I can't do it, I fucking suffer throughout the entire fucking day.
Yeah. It is a sucks donut.
By the way, have you ever read or watched Bongo Stray Dogs?
Probably not. Name's familiar
Oh.
though.
Hmm.
Name sounds familiar.
My sister and my brother-in-law gifted me the first tome.
Mm-hmm. Sounds familiar.
I still have to read it, but I think this manga is the one with the lady with big round glasses that smokes. That people, well, like at some point, people were like, "Show me," like
Oh,
someone
the lesbian
posted
one?
her image.
Yeah.
Yeah, and said, "Show me a character that is more lesbian than her." And someone quoted it saying like, "She canonically lost for teenage boys."
Yeah, Bongo Stray Dogs. Let's see.
I think it is that one.
The one you're thinking about is vampire manga. This one might not be
Okay.
it. No,
There might be
this
different ones.
is something else.
Okay.
The one you're talking about is a story where like that lady is a vampire hunter,
Mm-hmm.
and that one is about basically a boy being talked into becoming a vampire.
Oh, okay.
I forget what it's called, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me look it up. It is called Yofu Kashi no Uta, Call of the Night.
Okay. Never heard that name before.
Call of the Night. She's from that, and her name is Anko Uguisu. He starts off as kind of an antagonist, but becomes supportive.
Right.
Converts, I guess, to being a supportive character.
Yeah, I figured she was the same because her clothes kind of fit with the other manga art style.
I can link.
Well, I'm looking at images of her at this moment.
I'm just my anime list. Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, it's this girl. Okay, this manga.
Yeah.
Girls from this thing. Okay, fair enough.
The main girl kind of looks like Toga from My Hero Academia.
Yep. Meanwhile, the other character, she is one of those characters that I would add to my list of I would let her ruin my life. More specifically, she looks like she could ruin my life. Would like her.
What a coinkydink. Her life is ruined already. Why she's a vampire hunter to begin with.
Not necessarily a very normal, regular, not life destructive ish, if you ask me. Man. I hate that sometimes I will close an image on browser that is from Discord. Then you reload the page, reopen, close tab, and it will just be like, this image is not available anymore.
Yeah. Happens a lot. Like you need to open the instance in Discord again and then reopen it for it to work.
Yep.
Happens to all of my reference images. I've been watching the Batman animated series, and it kind of made me appreciate how, I don't know,
Shows were written.
how human he is in those shows.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, in terms of just his humanity, but also he's not fucking superhuman on human standards. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he just deduces a lot of shit and just figures out a lot of shit. And
Yeah.
like he like a lot of like aspects of him, like, yeah, he knows martial arts, but it's like limited towards what
His human body.
limited towards what he has known. So a lot of his martial arts are like karate based.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the show does some like typical ninja samurai stuff
Yeah.
in certain parts, but he doesn't have like fucking superhuman abilities in terms of like, oh, he just basically does like fucking, he knows how to crack a skull in 30 fucking ways.
Different ways.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of does, but there's like no one hit kill things, I guess.
Yeah.
Where I don't know, people in recent years have just kind of started attributing a lot of his abilities, and like with how ninjutsu works, I guess, and stuff in popular media. Like, yeah, but at the same time, a lot of those abilities were kind of grounded in a way. Like, yeah, he was able to like throw his fucking batarang shuriken into a fucking like gun, preventing it from being fired and shit like that. That shit's still kind of believable. Yeah, you can train yourself to do that. Aim. But the other things are like, oh, there's a limit to how his gadgets work. He doesn't just have like the super fucking gadget that just takes care of everything. Or
then he has to find another way.
Yeah, he still gets fucking shot. Stuff like that. He can't just fucking block bullets or like have just a super ability to know when bullets are being fired or stuff. He just kind of reacts, and sometimes he manages to avoid them, but a lot of times he fucking doesn't. I don't know, just shit like that. You didn't notice.
He feels very grounded.
Yeah, and that stuff kind of stops happening towards the later parts of the show, where it goes from the animated series to the Adventures of Batman and Robin. Where they introduced Tim Drake, if you remember.
Yeah.
Like, starting with that, like, that's when it stops being grounded. It kinda still is, but it kinda stops as well. Like, it slowly goes away from that.
Yeah, especially when you have Superman.
Yeah, there's Superman, like, they kinda, like, are working towards Justice League at that point.
Yeah.
And Justice League just kind of, like, broke all grounds. Because they have to normalize all the stuff that happens within these shows with all the heroes. So that opens a lot of doors for breaking rules.
Yeah.
But there's the best way to explain it is that the animated series, like before the art style shift, still has that Adam West tone in it. That's the best way I can explain it. Like, it still has a little bit of that Adam West humanity
SK
like left in it.
writing.
Yeah. Where
There's like two plots to it.
they do kind of go towards the Tim Burton movies ish,
Mhm.
but at the same time there's still some grounded things in them. And just keep them in that era.
Yeah.
A lot of it is campy. Like the Penguin early on in the series just constantly acts like a gentleman, constantly makes bird puns and just kind of like high society things. Like he is
Right.
kind of like that kind
He's
of person. But then
businessman.
he has an episode where one of the wealthy women kind of starts dating him as a joke, if you remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
And that...
Not particularly.
Okay, basically, I think her name was Veronica, but I forget her last name. But she's like in Gotham's high society, and she basically complains to her friend, boyfriend, whatever, that it is becoming really boring. She's getting invited to less and less parties, and she needs something to spruce it up. And the guy points out that the Penguin's getting released. So the Penguin actually wants to turn a new leaf, and he just wants to be normal again. He wants to enter high society, he wants to be respected, he doesn't want to be a criminal anymore. And she gives him a call, she invites him to like dine, they start dating. They start going to opera and whatever else, and she actually starts growing feelings for him. Like legit, because at some point he even protects her from like criminals. Like Batman breaks it up, but like she does say that he did everything to protect her. And the police came, and he was let off the hook because, well, she vouched for him.
Right. He was actually doing something good.
Yeah, and from then on, she legit has like he grew feelings
Actual
from.
Feelings.
And she did invite him to that party. And at the party, well, her friend is still under the impression that they're doing this for the thing.
That's a joke.
Yeah, and they have a private conversation. While they're having that private conversation, the Penguin actually talks to Bruce Wayne behind curtains, basically, like the balcony. And they talk, and the Penguin basically says that he wants to present her with. It's like a little... It's not a wedding ring, but it was like a little penguin insignia that I think was like in his family. He just wanted to gift it to her because, well, he thinks he is also growing feelings for her. Right. And as he leaves to gift it, he overhears their conversation where he overhears that yes, this whole thing was planned. And, well, he doesn't like the news. He fucking
obviously
uses his umbrella to induce sleep and kidnaps her. And from then on, he actually changes as a character, in my opinion, because he grows really fucking bitter after that. In the series, you can actually tell he has become a lot more bitter towards Batman, towards Gotham, towards just being petty, everything. Yeah, he has become a lot different. That charm he had in the beginning, is mostly gone. He has become the fucking Penguin. And during the episode, towards the end, she does say that she was growing fond of him, And he basically chalks it up to it being too late. He doesn't believe her. And at the end, when he fucking fails and he's being taken away, she again tells him that she really was growing fond of him. And he basically says, well, as they say, society is to blame. High society. And they take him away. And she just kind of regrets it, essentially.
Right.
But even before that, when she tells him when she's fucking kidnapped and she says like, yeah, I was growing fond of you, he's like, all I asked was a little humanity, a little bit humility, your friendship, if you will, you know? Like all he wanted was, well, to be
a friend.
Yeah, to be fucking regarded as a person,
a human.
Yeah, and he was denied even that. So yeah, he was bitter. And again, from then on, like anytime you see him in an episode, he is much more villainous. That sense of like class, everything that he had about him before that, gone. In my opinion, it's gone.
Yeah.
And they
used to have much deeper episodes, I would say.
Yeah, and in the Adventures of Batman and Robin, like they kinda carry on the storylines, but at the same time they changed all the character designs, which is a fucking shame. I don't know if you remember, but the Penguin looks in the Adventures of Batman and Robin, he looks like his 1960s counterpart, like the way they drew Penguin back then. So he doesn't look like the Tim Burton movie anymore. He looks more like the old 1960s comic, not comic, the 1960s series. Just a shorter man with a long nose. That's it. He just has a longer nose. He wears a tuxedo. He wears a top hat. That's it. That's the Penguin. And yeah, just the way they decided to go. I don't know.
Yeah, they have changed his design quite a bit, just going back and forth, back and forth.
Same thing with Killer Croc. Like, he went from a victim of discrimination to just being a crook. They changed his design and his personality.
Right.
And they had, like, if you remember, there was also a character called Baby Doll. Who was like a child actress who had a physical condition that made her look like a kid. And it was basically a discrimination episode where people are getting discriminated by how they look. Yeah. And I don't know, like, she kind of develops feelings for Killer Croc in that episode, and they kind of live as a pair. So she kind of retains her personality from the original episode that she was introduced, but she wants a normal life, and she wants basically to be treated like a normal person.
Right.
And he kind of abuses that in the episode.
I
don't know. And the thing is, like,
her and Ace and the Ace episode are the ones that people post the most usually.
Yeah. Well, in the case of that episode, it's just it kind of like if you watched the previous episodes and you know what Killer Croc is like in that one, he feels like a completely different person in this one.
Right.
He has a completely different design, and he acts like a completely different person.
Right.
And he just acts like a typical criminal. That's
villain.
He just acts like a typical, like, crook.
Yeah.
Low life crook. That's it. He went from being this person that was
Ostracized.
Ostracized and kind of like in his episode he was busted for, well, he is still a crook in the old stuff, but the thing is, like,
Mhm.
he's different. He actually is cunning. He actually managed to pull off looking and acting like Harvey Bullock to get inside the police station. He was able to like match his tone of voice, disguise himself as Bullock
Yeah.
long enough to actually get inside the jails.
To actually do his thing.
Kidnapped his victims, yeah. And now he's just this typical crook, which is fucking unfortunate. I don't know.
Yeah, that happens a lot, sadly. They just wouldn't even say character completely assassination, but they really just it feels like a mischaracterization of just like the things they themselves built. You know, it's like you completely take away what you build on what made them human, like disturbed humans specifically.
Yeah, and in terms of like Poison Ivy, like Poison Ivy starts as just an environmentalist.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch the episodes, she doesn't have any fucking powers or anything. She starts off as just an like crazy environmentalist that targets who she believes is the reason for like the extinction of a very particular rose. That only grows in a particular part of Gotham that was demolished to build something else, to build a prison, and that was financed by Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent when he was the district attorney. So she takes revenge by starting to date Harvey Dent, and she starts slowly poisoning him with the poison derived from that one rose that survived.
Yeah.
So that's her revenge. And she eventually Batman like spoils her and she gets stuck in Arkham because, well, she's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But later on, they started giving her powers. Like, and I don't mean like powers as powers. I mean like she started having a poison resistance, for example.
Yeah.
Like there, like in the episode, for example, where she and Harley team up. Again, she's still just an environmentalist at that point, but she just has a natural immunity to a lot of these poisons. Probably
she can use them.
Yeah, probably because she's been fucking abusing them on herself as well. That's like I can still believe that, and she starts giving Harley injections so she can survive in like the toxic fucking waste dump that they live during that time. Like, again, it's still believable. But then you have the Batman and Robin adventures, and in that she has green skin. Now she's a plant lady, like full on.
Oh, so they want just like the movies.
Yeah.
Where she can control plants and shit.
Yeah. So they kind of abandoned that idea and just went full in on the thing.
Mm-hmm. Shit, give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking door handle came off again.
Okay.
And I swear, every fucking time the specific sister of mine comes, the fucking door handle immediately rips itself off a couple days later, or she does it while she's here. So there's something about the way she opens my door that just completely.
Probably does the motion where you like pull constantly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing. By the way, I got a new patron while we were streaming.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Just now.
It happened live.
I'll do it live. I think it's from the same friend group.
Oh, okay. They're single-handedly financing you. So, did they give you their request?
Yep.
And it is...
It is a very similar character.
Oh, okay.
With probably big features. You know the ones.
Right. Yes. Big for madam. Hey, Ali.
Hello.
You are creator of sex?
Sir, you are creator of sex. I have not taking conditions right now.
Big cock. Big cock for madam. I'm fuming at the thought. I need to download the You Are Creator of Sex.
I think I have it saved somewhere.
Okay, if you have it, send it to me.
It might actually be pinned. Check our pins. I don't think it is, but it might be.
It might just be. We pin a lot of shit.
Yeah.
It is not, surprisingly.
Okay.
I forgot about that ring that I was gonna buy. Ah. Oh, hey, Henrik. Hello. He's not in chat, but he tagged me in the video. On stream chat.
Sir, I pursue your Twitter. You are creator of sex.
Sex. I need to add that to my soundboard. When I wonder. Or is he? Dun dun dun!
He just fucking jumps in just to play the sound bit and leaves. Unfortunately, he's gonna leave a tudum, tudum sound as well.
Henry, you need to set up an entrance sound.
No. Please don't. Don't spread this stupid shit. I already have to listen to Lucas's one. God damn it. Dang it. Hmm?
When did he move OBS over here? What the fuck? Okay. What are you doing, computer?
Right, Lucas. Get rid of the
Huh?
get rid of the ransomware before it takes over your body and the PC.
It's, I don't want to think about that. That time I did get ransomware. I don't want to think about that. No, it was just an issue with how I was minimizing OBS.
Mhm.
So I just kept minimizing it, and it kept like shifting itself to the tablet screen.
Mhm.
I just had to open it like fully on the other screen and then minimize it.
Well, time to move into December.
December.
December. Okay, time to draw fauna.
Time to get some people sad.
Eh. Good thing Pippa doesn't follow me.
Hmm?
Good thing Pippa doesn't follow me.
You think she won't see it?
Of course not.
It'll be funny when she sees it.
Hmm?
It'll be funny when she sees it.
Yeah, she
She
won't
should
see
be like,
it.
bro, what the fuck?
She won't see it. I'm safe. It is fine. I am completely safe.
Safe.
So apparently, I don't know if it's a rat or not, but
Mm-hmm.
apparently the new frog VTuber that's going into phase is you remember Chio Chompy?
No.
The dinosaur VTuber that has the same artist as Pippa?
Not particularly, sorry.
Okay. Well, apparently
Let me look it up.
people are... Well, Chio Chompy.
Yeah.
Apparently people are saying it's her.
Okay.
And apparently,
That sounds
I think what's she part of Pixel Link or something?
Pixel Link.
I think that's falling apart. So some people
VTuber
are
associated with Pixel Link's Pixel Chronicle.
some people are jumping ship and
That
sucking
sounds
us.
like a rat.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, she also retweeted a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that frog VTuber is her old. People are also saying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. That might be her like original indie VTuber character.
Account?
Yeah. I don't know. Again, I did say it's a rat.
Yeah,
But
personally,
the
I was
the
just listening.
4chaners are kind of convinced.
Well, they're convinced about everything, Alec.
Yeah, but half the time, unfortunately, they're right.
Even saying goes, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
I know, that's what I mean.
Yeah, but
Unfortunately, they
doubt,
are
baby,
correct
doubt.
sometimes. Yeah.
Give
Fortunately,
a
they are
monkey a
correct
typewriter
sometimes.
an infinite time, and he will write you Shakespeare.
Fortunately, they are correct at times.
Speaking of which, did you see that person? That article was like the saying goes: give a monkey a typewriter an infinite time, and it will write you Shakespeare. And then there was a fucking article that went like, well, sadly, the saying is impossible because time is not infinite. And someone quoted it with like, give a monkey infinite time. Article doesn't give him infinite time, bro. Like, no shit. You're already discarding half the prompt. No fucking wonder it will not work.
Yeah, that was just a thing that I saw at some point, and they were talking about it for quite a bit in one of the threads.
Right.
But again, you know my feelings on ECG. On one hand, I fucking love them. On the other hand, I really, I really fucking hate them.
Exactly. So again, I wouldn't put too much thought into it. So I like to imagine people are full of shit nowadays, so you have to be real careful what you listen from them. So that's why every time I'm saying like, oh, I heard this, but I haven't fully investigated on it because it's literally saying like I heard this that people say, but I'm not saying it's true. Like I have a hard time believing something myself, but think that people. There's a lot of people spreading misinformation online just for the sake of it, just because they can. Just because sometimes they don't have anything better to do. My brain feels fucking dry today.
That's been me for the past 2 days. It sucks. really sucks. Like it feels like your brain's a sponge.
Yeah.
It's Bashy time!
No, it's not.
Bashy time. Bashy Silver Hedrick, I beat it.
Let it go.
I beat it. My sister gifted me a humidifier.
Uh-huh.
I should probably just put some alcohol into it and take a nap. Oh fuck, I actually can't have my dog here.
Exactly, you'll kill her.
That's why. Someone's gonna have to sleep outside for a little bit.
You should probably not do it either way.
No,
It will seep into all your fabric. That's the problem.
Well, guess I'm gonna go take a nap in the bathroom. No, I'm not gonna drink a whole when I have my meds on me.
I guess Brazier was a fauna fan.
Specifically was. Hey, Link Brazier, the platoon thing?
Nope.
I want to join.
Hmm?
He might want to join.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll ask him and correct him later.
Mm-hmm.
Probably after I'm done with fauna. Yeah, it's not like these people fucking die.
Hmm?
Yeah, I said it's not
Really?
like these people fucking die, the VTubers, you know?
Oh, no.
They just move on.
Yeah. But sometimes people get attached to the character itself or the personality they have while doing that.
I mean, yeah.
But
Like,
I'm sure as hell some people have not moved on from Pikami.
Yeah. But I'm glad she's back with Kenya. So I don't particularly care. So I still get Pikami content, you know?
Yeah. But again, some people just grow really attached to them.
Yeah. Like it's the same thing as when if Pippa quits, like she won't be able to use her avatar anymore. Yeah, it sucks, but the person's still there.
But she will return with just another name.
Yep. Or she'll just go back to Uni Luna.
There's that too. And all her aunties can go harass her in that account.
Yeah, the aunties are not gonna go away. One of the things you see in fucking PCG all the time, people should graduate, people should graduate, people should graduate. Like every fucking thread.
Yeah. And then when she actually will graduate, she'll be like, okay, good, finally, yes, our prayers have been answered. And then
Ding dong, the bitch is gone, yeah.
Yeah, they'll just go around, they'll just go and harass someone else.
Yeah. Ding dong, the bitch is dead. I can already hear it.
Yep.
Though I swear, as soon as Pippa's gone, Peace Connect's gonna fucking self-destruct.
Yep. It will. There's only so much Jerry can do to keep it up.
Well, the thing is, the only reason I can see like people leaving is if Sakana goes through with his his fucking idol plan.
Yeah.
Because the man is kind of stupid in terms of what he wants, and he almost sunk the fucking company multiple times doing it. But he also kind of embraces what the company is at the same time.
Yeah.
And it survives because of that.
But at the same time, I feel like...
He still fucking pushes his fucking idol dream, which...
and it's just the talents saving it at the moment.
Yeah. Because a lot of the newer generation talents know how to do the thing that he wants them to do. Sing, perform, write songs, you know?
Right.
But they also have to play in towards the... for all the old fans, which are enjoying the unhinged content. So you get all the sad girls, quote unquote.
We missed the schizophrenics.
But again, if they get rid of that, I'm pretty sure all the people will flock to fucking Sox agency. Because that's basically fucking Sox agency is basically, he was like, I want to be the Face Connect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the unhinged fucking characters. In a way, I think me and a lot of people are still like, I can't believe that was not a fucking shit post. He actually went through with it. Because it did sound like a shit post initially.
Well.
Let's be real.
Let's be real.
Yeah, you keep complaining about feeling like you haven't slept enough. Like I think I have slept enough, but I also like the past 2 days have also taking naps, not that far away from when I got up. My
Yeah.
brain just starts shutting down and I lie down for a few hours.
Right.
And I don't know, it's just how it's been for the past couple of days, and I hate it.
That sucks. No, in my case, last night I was like, I fell asleep. I wake up. It's 3 a.m. I fall asleep. I wake up. It's 3:30 a.m. I fell asleep. I wake up. It's 4:20 a.m. I sleep. I wake up. It's 4:50 a.m. I sleep. It's 6 a.m.
Well, welcome to my life, I guess. That's how I
30,
sleep.
40, 50, 7 a.m., 8 a.m.
That's how I sleep, Lucas.
How do you live like this? I want to slam my head against the wall.
That's how I sleep, Lucas, almost every night.
You know how I sleep? Usually,
You fall asleep and you wake up the next day?
I fall asleep and I sleep for like 12 hours and I wake up.
Yeah,
Or
no.
if I went to bed really late, I sleep for 4 hours and I wake up and I live like that. Bless you.
Yes.
But it doesn't feel like usually my brain is rolling like running on low fuel if I sleep slow.
Yeah.
This feels like if my brain is a bike and someone is putting a stick between the wheels every 20 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I sleep.
How the fuck do you live like this?
I cope. But also, I told you, like, I have a dream. It's kind of like I step out of it. I look at the clock. I fall asleep again. I have the dream. I step out. Yeah, I step out. I look at the clock, and it just keeps happening over and over. It's just the way it is. Sometimes that's just the way it is.
I am not sure how the hell did I not just fucking smash my head against the wall so far today.
Well, you know that image. You get used to it. Eh.
The thing is, it feels like for a good part of today my brain was using like extra backup fuel. That makes sense.
Yep. What do you think? Remember how I told you like sometimes it feels like I'm running on 20% of my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now you know why. Like, maybe there's something really wrong with me, I don't know. But that's just the way it is.
You might want to consult. I don't know the name of these doctors, but they're the ones that manage sleep.
Nah, I'm good.
You're not good. If you're feeling usually like I'm feeling right now, you're not good.
Nah, I'm good. You get used to it. It's okay.
Asomnologist.
Sure, why not? Whatever helps you sleep at night. Have that, Lucas. That was too hard not to pass up.
Motherfucker shithead!
Get fucked. There are things I want to say right now that I can't because we're on stream.
There's a bunch of right-wing memes I want to sing. Talking in Morse code is not gonna help.
How do you manage to make me feel like my drawing specifically every single stream for the past couple drawing huts?
I don't know, Lucas. Sounds to me like a...
I knew you were gonna say that.
Kinda wish I did these a little bit more timely. Then I probably would have gotten more attention when I post them. Yeah. All the fauna stuff is... My point is all the fauna stuff has died down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna get much attention as
Well, there are some fans that are still mourning.
I mean, sure. I mean, I just mean like if I did this timely, this probably would have. Also, if I did, obviously, also if I posted these separately under their own tags and stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well,
but I don't.
There's no rule that's saying you can't.
No, I just don't.
Yep. You can technically post this one separately.
Good. But then it's breaking my own rules.
Which goes back to what we're saying at the start of the stream. Sometimes artists break their own rules just because they can.
Yeah. But then it's obvious what my intent is.
So?
And I don't want to be too obvious.
Alec, let me ask you this question in the most soft manner I can.
Are you retarded?
Who gives a shit? Well, that one applies too. Who gives a shit?
I do.
No, but you bring the topic as if someone will care. I don't want to be too obvious.
You ask me
People
who...
notice. Okay,
No.
cool.
You ask me who gives a shit. I do. And I actually don't care what people think. What people think. I care what I think. That's the problem.
Which brings to your question.
Yeah. You know how you say I'm gonna feel bad about if I do this? Yeah, that's the problem. I'm gonna feel bad. Because I care what I think. That's the problem, Lucas.
You need to start.
The problem is me. The problem is always me.
The problem has always been me.
Like, I've stopped caring what people think of me long ago. The problem is always me, because my brain is the problem.
Well, what do you care about what your brain says? Your brain gives you horrible nightmare. When it feels like it. Don't listen to that asshole.
You do know the irony of you telling me that, right? You do realize the irony of you telling me that?
Well. Well.
You with your mind goblin.
If I don't say it, I don't get to sleep, Alec.
Yeah.
Look.
You should not listen to your brain, says the guy fully enslaved in a dead shirt to his fucking mind goblin.
If I don't cater to him around that time, I don't get to sleep.
Have you been watching those shorts?
The brain goblin?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's plenty now.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. Yeah. And it feels exactly like real life.
He's actually had moments where he's like, wow, I actually like that drawing you through the other day, so I'm sorry.
Meh. But then again, he does have the guy locked up inside of it, so...
Yeah. Just like real life.
Exactly. Rick, are you still there?
He is on vacation.
But he might not be here. He might find us boring, Alec.
I mean, he does, but that's besides the point. Yes, Henrik, I am stealing your jokes before you can say them.
I can already hear Henrik in my mind. Funny enough, I'm not even playing that from a soundboard. The sound is just that so loud that it filters through my fucking microphone.
Okay. And that's why it sounds so distorted.
Meh. Henrik! Wake up!
He's dead, Lucas. Let him go.
No! No!
He's not real.
The accident was not your fault.
I mean, it was, but let's not split hairs, Lucas. You should probably feel bad about it, but you don't have to feel bad that much.
Fuck's sake. Well, we're just gonna take a screenshot then and ask him if it's alright for the moment to start like adding detail and just moving stuff around.
It is alright. You should start adding
Nope.
detail on moving stuff.
Hmm?
You should do that thing you said.
Yeah, but he might want to have something changed.
No.
You're not the client, Alex.
I don't care. I can speak for people. I'm saving you time, Lucas. Just
What
keep
if he
going.
wants it entirely changed?
No, he doesn't.
Now watch him as he listened to me and he says, I want it entirely changed.
Nah. Trust. Trust me, buddy. Hello, I am Oleg, and I like to speak for people. And if he does want things changed, well, it just means you can suffer afterward.
Exactly. Exactly. For the moment, I'm gonna hide this layer.
And I finally sat through that 3-hour re-res video about Sonic 06. Jesus fucking
Oh.
Christ. Yeah, it
Did they
went
suffer
on.
more than you expected?
Yeah. Like, they went over that part that I watched them live stream.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? But Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck, that game is worse than I imagined.
I think everyone can agree on that.
No. Apparently. Some call me Johnny will fucking defend that game. Because he keeps replaying
There
it.
will always be people. There will always be people who enjoy things that everyone hates.
Yeah.
As well as there will be people who hate stuff that everyone enjoys.
Yeah.
That's bound to happen, but seems to be that the general consensus is that people just don't really don't like that shit.
Yeah. That's how it should be, but it isn't.
It is what it is.
Gonna be the last one for today that I draw.
Hmm?
This is probably gonna be the last one I draw for today. I feel like if I keep going, I'll be stuck here for a while.
You'll finish all of them?
No, but I'll just be here for a long while, then I don't want to be.
Right.
Maybe I should be, but you know. As I told you before, the fucking right side of my face hurts.
Yeah.
It also comes with its own type of headache, I guess. So
Right. Yeah, that kind of just pain that adds up to it.
it's not like headache. It's kind of like whining, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Irritation. I went outside to take out the trash today, and it was slightly raining. And every single tiny drop of rain hit my face just fucking hurt. That type of thing, you know.
Yeah. That sounds lovely.
Like somebody, it's the same kind of pain that lingers when somebody fucking slaps you.
Yeah.
And it just fucking hurts. Like I think I might know what it is, but yeah,
It's just speculation so far.
Yeah, well, the thing is, a lot of times you can get pain like that if you not freeze, but that part of you gets cold, and your body kind of adapts to it, but you will still feel that sort of pain.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like freezing that part of you, and it'll keep whining about it. Or if I don't know how to explain it.
No, I get you.
We have a term for it in Russian, but I don't know how to explain it in English.
What is the term?
Well, it's literally like freezing that part of you. So if I sit with my back like exposed,
Yeah.
it's gonna get cold, you know,
And that's gonna start.
and it's going to start hurting because it's cold. It's that sort of thing. But it can be caused by just cold air being in the room, and slowly your body kind of gets irritated because of the cold. So,
like exposure.
Yeah, basically exposure, like get hurt from exposure. It's the same thing, like why you might be talking a lot in cold weather and then you get a sore throat. The same kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's why that part of the face is hurting, is probably because I always have my window open so that cold air comes in. So maybe part of that cold air irritated a part of me at some point.
Yeah. You should probably close if it gets too cold.
Well, that's the thing. It's not too cold. It's just like I need that air ventilation. I need it. Otherwise, the air gets really stale really quickly. And I feel I can actually get a headache from the stale air. It's like it's an even worse situation, you know.
So you'd rather have the chill.
Yeah. Oh, chill. That's the word. You chill your body, and then you get the you get those pains because that part of you is chilled.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it, I guess. Yeah, I'd rather get chilled and I'd rather breathe cold air while I'm sleeping
Mm-hmm.
rather than get fucking stale air. Because there's
That's fair.
no no great ventilation in this apartment. It just is
Mhm.
what it is. And I kind of did the same thing at grandma's place, but there I could open the window in the balcony and then
Mm-hmm.
kind of open my window. Not my window, but I could just keep my balcony door open
Right.
and let that part of the air in.
To avoid a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Usually my headaches come from just my neck being tensed.
Yeah, same. Same for me.
That really sucks. Because I feel like there's nothing I can do for it. Like I can massage it, but it barely does anything. And the kind of medication I have in my house for it, for headaches, it's not the kind that just fixes it. Doesn't
Yeah,
really take it
no.
away.
Yeah, no. I usually I think I told you, but I have two pillows that kind of
Mm-hmm.
are meant for it. But whenever it doesn't work, then I have to massage it, use pain relief gel and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and it doesn't really go away quickly whatsoever.
No, that kind of pain takes its time to live.
And usually that comes from just living and overworking. Like I can spend too much time drawing at some point, and I'm gonna get that pain.
Yeah.
Isn't it wonderful? You spend all this time doing shit, and your reward for it is neck pain and fucking hemorrhoids.
Yeah. Again, as I always like saying, life is just a gift that keeps on giving. And it just gives, and it just gives, and it just gives, and it just keeps on giving.
Yep.
Can you stop giving, please?
You're winning the gacha. What are you complaining about? Your life's top guy.
I am definitely not.
What are you gonna do, Lucas?
What am I gonna do? Well, I have no clue why I drew this, but it's here.
Eh.
He said, Henrik replied to me and said, "Damn, I can never find that aqua gif when I made when I need it."
I have it.
I sent it to him. And he said, "Seems fine to me."
He told you.
You're not the client, Alec.
Yeah, but I can predict what Henry says.
Can you predict his credit card number and the 3 numbers on the back?
Yes, but I'm probably wrong.
See? You just replied to yourself about your previous statement.
Well, that's bank information. That's not something Henrik wrote. It's different. It doesn't incorporate his line of thinking.
Maybe he had it specially made.
Nope. Because I used to say use the same bank.
Like, if you remember Bon Karma, he's like, well, my credit card code is 001 because I'm number 1.
Yeah. No, I used the same bank as him before. So. No.
But yeah, I'll just continue Henrik's when my brain is not asking for the sweet relief of the afterlife.
You watch Scott DeVos? He's the
No.
YouTuber. Okay.
I
I don't.
recognize the name, but I haven't watched.
Okay. Yeah, somebody posted the video of his recent video on I think in
Twitter?
no, just Pokepark's video on music and video channel.
Music and videos.
Or maybe it was the video games channel, I forget. But basically, somebody posted his latest video on special collector's editions and whatever else.
Yeah.
And wow, I did not realize some of those fucking collections were that fucking bad. Like I have seen some of them, like the Marvel, like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite one. Like I know
The
that.
Infinity Stones
Yeah,
image?
yeah. Well, it's not just Infinity Stones. Like, yeah, they are really bad, but the figures are not that great either, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's the fucking God of War Ragnarok special edition, and like he does say, like the hammer kind of looks nice. The box itself, the box display is nice,
Yeah.
but I kind of agree with him in terms of like, why even include the fucking steel case when you don't have the game included ever? Like recently,
Wait, there's no physical release of Ragnarok?
I mean, there might be, but the thing is, like, the collector's edition doesn't come with it.
It comes with a code?
Yeah,
Why?
because that's just how things are these days. Like, a lot of these collector's editions don't come with the game. It's the same with, like, Blizzard stuff as well. Like, Henrik used to buy every single collector's edition.
Mm-hmm.
But now they don't even like do the art books anymore, so there's like no fucking reason to get them anymore.
What the fuck are you even getting if they don't even bring the game?
I mean, you can look it up, but like I don't remember which one was the last one he got. I forget.
Mm-hmm.
But
At which point he just said no more.
yeah, he just says there's no fucking point. But you saw his like Blizzard stuff, his Blizzard collection.
Yeah.
There's just boxes and boxes. And
It's a really neat collection.
just stopped because they stopped caring.
Well, yeah. Like, even this Gaia collections are decent. Let's see what the last this Gaia 7 collection was. Like, when I bought this Gaia D2, it came with an art book, the two music CDs, the game, obviously, like they used to, and it had also 5 collectible cards.
You say obviously, but
they used to.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like obviously, well, yeah,
Like they used to, like back then when they used to make good stuff. Okay, let's see. This Gaia 7 Collector's Edition for the Switch. It brings the game, the hardcover art book, Song of Honor 2-disc original soundtrack, steelbook, mini Byobu art display. It comes with a teacup, huh? Another World Warriors, You Know Me teacup, and a collector's box. But this Gaia D2 one had 2 mini figures of Flan and Edna, and they're really good. So I'm kind of glad to see that Nipponichi is still doing some decent stuff. With all their good games, this Gaia 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and D2.
that's good. It'd be a shame if they start following the trend of everybody else.
Honestly, I don't think I'll be getting Phantom Brave. I've seen some of the models, the animations, and it just looks so fucking clumsy and slow and badly done that I don't think I'll be getting that one. You know what else I need to add to my soundboard?
Mm-hmm.
That red letter media clip. How does it feel knowing?
That you've lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises die, go horribly up in flames. That's great.
Exactly.
I mean, I have the clip. You want it?
I
have it on hand.
definitely do.
That's the thing. I have the video clip on hand as a reaction image.
Downloadable?
Well, I have it downloaded. That's the thing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, do please send it to me.
Okay. Because I do have it. Just for such occasions.
I will add it to my soundboard. It is 8 seconds. Thank you. That's exactly how I feel right now.
Yeah.
Seeing Phantom Brave the way it's going at the moment.
Yeah.
Jesus, you really went all out with that, with this one.
I blame
much
all the
quality?
fucking
Yes.
bears.
Meanwhile, I went the opposite route and I went for Mob Psycho style Lucida.
I need to resize it though. Do you think Brazier will appreciate me writing Rip Lamau on the side?
He will have a laugh, but he might cry on the side as well.
Unsubscribes from my Patreon immediately.
Think about it this way. Think about it this way. That's something Prini would do.
Lol, Lamau even. Rip Bozo.
Press F, chat. Don't worry, I'm just going to a farm upstate. Cue the Nyanners clip. Someone's just taking Fauna behind the shed for a little talk. You know what? I wasn't gonna, but I'm just gonna post this Lucina. Fuck it. Spurred is SPURRED, right?
Bird?
Bird. I don't even know what spurred me to draw this.
Spurred.
Okay, double R. That was my confusion. I was not sure if it had two R's or not.
Got two hard R's. Yeah.
Alec, please.
Don't say that while drawing fauna, please. Sorry, Lucas, I don't know what spurred me to say that.
Fuck's sake, man. Ironically, I've only seen one stream of her.
I don't think I watched any streams of hers.
I
I
literally
know
just put it on the background.
I know of her. I know she does ASMR content, and that is an automatic turn off for me.
Oh, okay. No, I had her on the background while she was playing Pikmin.
Yeah. I don't know. I dislike ASMR content, and that usually paints a different picture of people in my head.
Mm-hmm.
That is not my content.
I just had to listen to someone else play Pikmin.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was around that time. Huh?
I said, yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Brazier. Oh.
Someone bookmarked that. Jeez. Well, thank you, whoever it is. I appreciate you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And please subscribe to my Patreon.
You just had to go and ruin it.
You're welcome, Lucas.
You just had to go and ruin it. Why, Alec?
You're welcome.
What did she mean by this, chat? She clearly didn't mean with boobs. We all know Tenma is part of the Petanco army.
I think
Oh,
she
that
just
is very
means
nice.
sexy.
I can only imagine Tenma like that image where she's dressed like Arona. Like just standing there, the one that she says, "Don't ever show this to anyone." Didn't know to say that. Let me off. Now this is the only thing I can imagine when I think of Tenma.
Hitan-chan.
I'm also gonna post it on Stream Chat.
We'll stop.
We're stopping here?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Unless you want to keep going.
No, not at the moment.
We'll be able to keep going on set.
Yeah. Although I would like to continue tomorrow as well. On my own
Oh.
time.
Oh yeah. Maybe we could stream tomorrow as well if you want. No.
Maybe.
Though we could just work on stuff and not stream. We'll
That's
decide
true.
later. Anyway,
We'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you everybody for watching. We're gonna stop here. See you guys on Saturday for another Drawing Cub. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us. Links in the description. Bye bye.
Bye bye.